All right, I am back, and I want to talk some Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and mainly I want to talk about Baker Mayfield. So Baker Mayfield, former first overall pick of the NFL draft, he got drafted to the Browns. I've always been more of a Baker Mayfield fan than most people. Some people think that he's a bust, and I just disagree with those people. I think a bust is someone that has absolutely proven nothing in the NFL, someone that's not capable of being a starting quarterback. Whether you think Baker Mayfield is worth a long-term deal or not, you can at least admit that he's shown the capability, at least in the past, to be a good starting quarterback. I mean, he won a playoff game in Cleveland at one point, okay? The first playoff game they ain't won it forever, and Baker Mayfield played well in that game. Outplayed Ben Roethlisberger, a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I was on the side of saying, okay, I totally understand why the Browns chose Deshaun Watson over Baker Mayfield because Deshaun Watson's a darn good football player when he's healthy. Baker Mayfield, as good as he is when he's at his best, he's not Deshaun Watson. Not even close, in my opinion. So, look, they said, okay, we drafted Baker. He had some success, and we feel we can upgrade, and we're going to take a chance. And Baker was unfortunately left to, be to the side. And, he obviously, got some time with the Panthers. He played a game. He started a couple games for the Rams. Now he's with the Buccaneers, okay? But let me just say this. Even though I'm a big Baker Mayfield fan and higher on him than most people, I do believe Baker's accurate. He has a strong arm. He's mobile enough. I like his intangibles. But even the biggest Baker Mayfield fans have to admit this. Baker Mayfield's time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may very well be Baker Mayfield's last chance to prove he deserves the privilege of being a starting quarterback in the NFL. Being a starting quarterback in the NFL is a privilege that you earn day by day. Look at Aaron Rodgers, people. Aaron Rodgers has one of the best resumes for a quarterback of all time. Had one bad season, Green Bay kicked him to the curb, okay? Has Baker Mayfield proven he can hang in the NFL? Yes, he has. The problem is you gotta update your resume year after year. And Baker Mayfield, has not done that. Again, keep in mind, Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, one down year, and they bailed. They bailed on Aaron Rodgers, a Hall of Fame level quarterback, maybe the most talented thrower of the football we've ever seen. So if Aaron Rodgers isn't safe, you darn sure know Baker Mayfield ain't safe. So let's look at Baker Mayfield's career so far. The first 3 seasons of Baker Mayfield's career, 75 touchdown passes, 43 interceptions. The interception numbers are a little bit high, but at least the touchdown production was there. Since 2021, so the last 3 years of Baker Mayfield's career, it's been 27 touchdowns to 21 interceptions. So Baker Mayfield essentially, he's turned into Jameis Winston almost essentially. He's not throwing as many touchdowns, and the interceptions are still very high. Baker Mayfield has not taken his game to the next level. Baker Mayfield, as far as I'm concerned, he's on a downward trajectory. I can no longer defend Baker anymore. He's on a downward trajectory. Okay, maybe it's his shoulder that's been injured. He's a little bit banged up. Maybe he's peaked as a player. I don't know. That's the bottom line. And regardless of what you want to say, Baker Mayfield's on his 4th team in a 6-year period. At some point, you got to start performing and being more consistent, Baker. And many people are now hyping up a guy named Caleb Williams, who is another former Oklahoma quarterback like Baker Mayfield. Caleb Williams now currently plays for USC. A lot of people think that he's potentially a generational prospect at the quarterback position. And a lot of people believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have a bottom 5 record this season because they don't believe in the pieces around Baker Mayfield, and they're probably bailing on Baker too. They may not bring Baker Mayfield back if Baker, cannot lead them to a good amount of victories this season. And let's be real, people, if Baker Mayfield hits the market again, what truly is the market for Baker Mayfield? Is a team going to go all out to make Baker Mayfield happy and offer him a big-time contract? Probably not. They would probably much rather start over with a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal that they, kind of have an unknown for. We kind of know what Baker probably is at this point. Now, again, I'm not ruling Baker out. I do think Baker Mayfield has the talent to prove that he's a starting quarterback once again. The Buccaneers have some good wide receivers. The offensive line should be more healthy this year. The running backs and the defense are just okay, but they're still not bad. If Baker Mayfield legitimately is an NFL starting quarterback, he will look the part this year. Maybe he won't win games, but all Baker needs to do, if he wants to be safe in Tampa Bay, He needs to prove to this coaching staff he can be consistent, and in some spots, he can look the part and elevate the troops around him. However, I will say, I have questions about the coaching staff, and Tom Brady even struggled this past year. And no offense to Baker Mayfield, but he's not Tom Brady. So it's a very interesting situation for Baker Mayfield. I'm rooting for Baker. I think he can succeed. But again, this is a situation where I have some major questions about the coaching staff. The roster's kind of aging, and there's a lot of pressure on Baker Mayfield to make things work. We'll see what he can do with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, his fourth team in 6 years. I'm rooting for you, Baker, but like I said, we'll see what happens.